Tommy Show. Hello.
Basically like a flying couch.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Tommy Show, and welcome to the April of 2019 thrift store video. Although it's not really much of a thrift store haul anymore, it's more or less a everything else haul. But I don't have anything from the thrift store once again, although I did actually have a bit of stuff from the thrift store, but I went shopping with my father, and if you don't know, my father and my mom live at different houses, and I didn't get to bring the stuff back home from my father's house, so, well, more or less I forgot, but I did have a bag of stuff, which I'll go through that first, and since usually what I do is the thrift store stuff first anyway, and then I'd go on to shopping in stores, antique shops. Well, actually, antique shops is going to come right after this, but then I'd go through stores, on shopping, and then the other sort of random stuff. But, so what I had gotten from the thrift store, I believe I spent $6 for quite a bit. So I got a Tech 5, a Busby Tech 5, which I'll have a image flash up right now. And that is, it's kind of like the Tech 6, or the, actually no, not the Tech 6, the Tech 4, or the Rogue, as some models were called. And then I believe I also have the Tech 12, or Tech 8, it's one of those two. It's like one way to pull the handle, and then the barrels swap around, and all kinds of stuff, I don't know. But I actually found a Tech 5, which is basically a complete and utter rip-off of the Maverick Tech, I was about to say the Maverick Tech 6, which Nerf doesn't do tech stuff. But it's basically a rip-off of the Maverick Rev 6, which it has the same exact internals from what I can tell. When you pull the trigger, the cylinder rotates. When you prime and fire, it's the same exact thing. It has 6 rounds, just like, actually no, it has 5 rounds, just like before. That's why it's called the Tech 5. But the Tech 5 was $2. I don't have any images to show you of the prices, so you just have to trust me on it. I promise I'm not lying. But it was $2, not including tax, so add on tax and all that stuff. But I also got a $4, actually $4 or $5 bag of just random stuff, which had some baby toy chains in it, which I was going to get for my sister Joy and my other sister Zoe, which they have some little baby toy chains that are green. They're like really large green chains. They're around the same size as G-Gauge, but out of scale. I don't know how to explain it. It's a baby toy. But I found the chain cord, because it was a passenger chain with what they have, and I found a red version of it, so I was like, ooh, that'd be cool. You know, extend the chain. So, that was in that big bag that I'm talking about, and also there was a Trackmaster 2 Thomas chain car, which it was the Thomas Steamworks thing, where it had the big little cement cylinder, and I'm trying to remember what else was in it, because I'm trying to explain it to you guys. Usually I'd open it up here on camera, but, it's basically like I remember from the thrift store. So there's the bag for $4, and then also the Tech 5 for $2, so there's $6. And now moving on to the antique store. I actually have this thing with me. Here it is. So it's a big engine. It's a big steam locomotive on a nice stand. I don't know what this is. You can see it there. Yeah, it has something on it as well as 1925, which 1928 is the year of Steamboat Willie, which also is going to be coming up here in a minute. So, pretty close to the time of Steamboat Willie, but before. But it might just look like a normal steam locomotive, but ooh, what's happening there? It's actually a phone, as well as a display model. So you pull this up and, well, you talk into it. I don't really want to touch this all that much because it's kind of gross. But it was $8, as you can see there. I custom made my own price tag, and now I can rip that off because it's using some pretty tough tape, so I don't want to keep that on there too long. But it was exactly $8, not including tax. But other than that, it's a pretty nice looking display model. I'll be displaying it as soon as I can. But of course you have your phone cable back here. This is the old one. I don't know what to call this. I'm not really familiar with this old sort of type. I'm actually pretty sure I just tore out some of the wire Hopefully that's not what that is. But anyway, there's a cable. You can unclip it from here, which is the cable that runs from the base to the engine, and then you also have the cable that runs into your wall. But there's that. That was $8, and now moving on to the stuff that was actually purchased in store. Starting from the stuff that I recall buying first. This is the, I don't know what brand this is. I think it's Mattel, but I can't find any Mattel branding on here. Yeah, it's something else. So here's the back information. I'll probably be reviewing this just because it's weird, but it has what looks to be a ripoff of a Thomas Mini, but it's actually a Thomas, which is cool. But I did get this at I don't know what to call it. It's out in the middle of nowhere. I was at the 2019 California Super Bloom, just going and looking at the flowers with my parents, and I stopped at like a really cool shake place on the same street that I was traveling on my most recent vacation with my grandparents as of the time of this recording. So if you want to go watch that video, it's on my other channel. If I remember, I'll put links in the description. I may forget though. But it'll be on our channel, and make sure you check the date of this video before you go see and be like, hey, that's not there. But I did get this at a shake shop. Sorry about that. And I don't remember. Oh, here we go. Okay, meaning there's a price tag on it. It was also $8, not including tax. So I might review this, but there's that thing. Thomas and Friends ripoff mini rug. So it comes with the big rug and then also that guy. But now moving on to the other thing that was purchased in store. I can't get it. This is the thing that I was just talking about a second ago. I think I just destroyed something inside. But this is the Lego Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie. I do have the review of this made, and I will be posting it, if not tomorrow, probably the next day, and if not that, the next day, but no later than that, because I really want to get this review out. But this is the Lego Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie, which I got at Disneyland at the Lego store, which I will have a Disneyland vlog also coming out tomorrow, which it'll be the 1st. But there's that. So this was $80, but I do have the VIP Lego card, so with the discount of that and also our annual pass for Disneyland, both of those discounts included, got this down to $71, not including tax, or $71. Originally it was like 80 something, but as I said, review coming out on this soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. It's going to be really cool. But there's the two things that I have actually purchased from a normal retail store. But now let's go ahead and move, or actually, right before I move on to that, here is the actual Steamboat Willie boat. So when you spin the wheels underneath, you get all that motion. So your steam wheels rotate, and also your two smokestacks articulate opposite to each other. Which, if I can show you underneath, if I don't kill this little bird on the front, if I show you underneath, it's a lot more colorful than the top. But only one of these sets of gear, or actually one of these sets of wheels actually has something on it. The other one is just a little buggy. But that's the Steamboat Willie boat. Now let's move on to some stuff that kind of stands out from others. So first, this is, it's a Star Wars cup made by, I have no idea who. My mom has been getting in contact with a lot of people that do like Disney stuff, that go to Disneyland and get stuff, and then they'll wait for it to be worth money, and then they sell it, and then my mom gets it from those people. But this lady actually makes cups custom. So it's a normal steel or aluminum cup. Yeah, this is aluminum. So it's a normal aluminum cup and then has a seal on the outside with all of this. And I got Star Wars because I'm getting into Star Wars. I really like it. And then it has this red outline on the top. And this was $28. And I don't think there's tax. There might be. I have no idea. But there's that. So $28 custom Star Wars cup. Pretty nice. You might see me using that just randomly in some future episodes or videos. Now let's move on to the most recent thing that I went to. This is the, I went to a medieval times place. It's pretty cool. I might have a video out on that, not on this channel, but also on my Adventures channel that I'll have linked in the description. Same one as that I was talking about with the whole entire trip with my grandparents. I don't remember why I was talking about it, but here's the medieval helmet that I got there, and pretty realistic, huh? Just made out of plastic. It's realistic until I click this little button on top. red and white lights, or LEDs, blinking all over the place. But it does fit me. I might have to take my glasses off because they get stuck on it. My hair's in the way, but here's the helmet, and then you can also flip that little flap up, and then you can flip that back down, and I'm going to have to be careful. Ow, because that's why it tears out my hair, which lucky, well, actually not lucky. I'm just going to say lucky me, I'm getting my hair cut soon and getting it really short because it's coming up on summer, and when summer comes, I'm going to the Hal Johnson Hotel, which I do that yearly. I think I may do it a little bit more often than yearly, but going to the Hal Johnson Hotel again, which they have a pool, and this set of hair is going to take forever to dry if I don't. So the next thing, this is a brass cup, which is a pretty fancy little cup, so it says medieval times on there, which I went with my friend Deegan, so shout out to Deegan for going with me. His mom and my mom also went with me, so shout out to my mom and shout out to Deegan's mom. I don't want to say their names because I don't know if they're comfortable with them being on YouTube. But here's the medieval cup, and then this was this was $10, and I got a strawberry slushie in it, which was really, really, really good. And this was actually just earlier today that I got all this stuff. And then the last thing from medieval is this little guy. So we saw a play, and there was a whole bunch of different sections. There was a blue section, a yellow section, a green section, and a red section, and a white section, and all different stuff. We got seated in the blue section, so we got a blue flag. We almost got a yellow one because the lady was holding the yellow flag as well when she was handing them out, or when she was selling them rather. But here's my little yellow flag that says medieval times, and it has some fancy stuff down there. But here's something that I don't really like as much, and I think a lot of people would agree with me. But anyway, that is everything. So we had a medieval helmet, Steamboat Willie, a Lego thing, Thomas Drug and Rip-Off Mini, a $28 custom mug, a phone chain display thing, and that cup. So if you guys enjoyed the April 2019 Thrift Store video, make sure that you subscribe, watch next season video, like this video, and turn on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future uploads, like my Steamboat Willie video. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be cool.